So, people, since 2 days ago when I went on my little mini rant about ESPN's top 74 NBA players of all time, that crap has just continued to float around in the universe. And I told you I'm going to set it straight by giving you my list, a reasonable list of the top 30, not 74 because it's just ridiculous, and some honorable mentions to just kind of explain my way through this. So, first of all, people think these lists are subjective, that they're opinion based, which, yes, of course they are. But you can actually make factual comparisons to people. Two guys who played in the same era, on the same team, have comparable careers. Guys like Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant. There's no one in their right mind outside of Steph Curry and his own family that's going to put him ahead of Kevin Durant. Played on the same team for the most part of their career. Kevin Durant just a more all-around player, not even close, and he's the reason why they won those finals when they were on the same team, not Curry. The fact that they're both 13 and 14 respectively on this list is just way too high and ridiculous to begin with, but whatever. Now, when it gets to current active players, this is the other point that people never, ever understand, and it drives me absolutely nuts. You have to make these all-time lists as if Giannis, the Greek freak, is never going to play another game in his life. Because God forbid he has a freak accident tomorrow. He's not going to be the 27th best player of all time if that happens, where he currently is now. People make these lists on potential, which is just wrong. That's not how you make an all-time. It's all-time. That's why it can't be based on potential for active players. It's where everyone stands today as you make a list. So, honorable mentions for this list should be guys like Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, guys who are still playing and potentially going to win more going forward. Guys like Patrick Ewing and Reggie Miller, who finished their careers, were great, just never won a title, never got over the hump. Guys like that. John Havlicek, a really, really good player, never a starter, in the honorable mention section. Guys like Clyde Drexler, Willis Reed, Gary Payton, Kevin McHale, Ray Allen, things and guys like that who had these type of careers. So, those are the honorable mentions. Now, let's go from 30 to 21, and then later in the week, and the rest, maybe next week, I'll give you the rest of the list from 20 down to number 1. So, number 30, Walt Frazier. Walt Frazier led the Knicks to championships in the 70s. Just a great, great point guard, and knew how to put the ball in the basket at the same time, but was a leader. Yes, with Willis Reed, who also an honorable mention type section. They were a great tandem, along with Earl the Pearl Monroe. So Walt Frazier, best Knick probably of all time, in my opinion, even better than Patrick Ewing. So, next, 29, is a guy like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is great, but with this injury, who knows what he's going to do going forward. Again, judge his career as of now. He's the 29th best player of all time. Also, hurts his legacy that he had to join the already great Warriors. I'm sorry, I don't care what you say. That hurts his all-time legacy. Number 28, Paul Pierce, the truth. This guy was never the most athletic or fastest guy on the court, but he always knew how to put the ball in the basket, especially in a big moment, and was just a flat-out winner. Okay, 27, Allen Iverson. Listed 6'1", 185, probably actually 5'8", 150. I mean, the guy single-handedly took the Sixers to the finals and picked off a game against the all-time legend Kobe and Shaq Lakers. This guy was an unbelievable scoring talent on the offensive side of the ball. As such a small, slight guy, just has to be in the top 30. So, 26, Kevin Garnett. Great defender, really intense, great competitor, but just not in that elite, Tim Duncan, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley type power forward guy for me. Just falls just outside that area, and that's why for me is number 26. Number 25, David Robinson. One of the more underrated players even in the NBA. A great center, was an all-around player, blocks, could shoot for a big guy, a good free throw shooter, and just a really, really good all-around player who passed the torch to Tim Duncan in a great franchise like the Spurs. All right, 24, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd, a walking triple-double from the point guard position, also a winner, played best in the big moments, brought nobodies to NBA Finals appearances, and won titles as well. Okay, number 23, Moses Malone. Just outside the elite centers, but an unbelievable all-around player. And part of the reason why he's outside of the top 20 is because some of his career was lost to the ABA. Not his fault, just a fact. All right, number 22, Scottie Pippen, the best Robin of all time alongside Michael Jordan. You know the story. But when Michael wasn't there, Scottie showed up and was the leader on that team. And I think the best defender of all time. And number 21, the big Dirk. Dirk Nowitzki, innovator, great three-point shooter at 7 feet tall, finally got his title and had other finals appearances just outside the top 20. That's my 30 to 21 with some honorable mentions. I'm Dave Ettinger of Dave. This is the Dave Talk Sports YouTube channel, and you join me on the way home from CBS Sports Radio every morning when I come home from work. So check back on Friday morning for the top 20 down to number 11. Enjoy your Wednesday and drop your 30 to 21 in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. See you.